Ever heard the phrase sealed with a kiss? Well, in some circles, that kiss isn't a sign of affection. It's a death sentence. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most chilling and infamous traditions in Mafia history, the bacio della morte, or the kiss of death. Picture this, a dimly lit room, the air thick with cigar smoke. A man, once a trusted member of the family, is called forward. The boss, a figure of absolute power, pulls him close, not for a hug, not for a word of praise, but for a single deliberate kiss. On the cheek, it's a warning. A final chance. On the lips, it's over. That kiss signifies a betrayal has been discovered, and the man's fate is sealed. He's been marked for death. This isn't just something made up for Hollywood. The kiss of death is a real, deeply symbolic act within the secretive world of the Cosa Nostra. It's a practice that traces its roots back to ancient Italy, a blend of respect and finality that is as terrifying as it is fascinating. Think of Judas's kiss in the Bible, a public sign of affection that masked the ultimate betrayal. The Mafia adopted this powerful symbol and made it their own. It's a message not just for the victim, but for everyone watching. Loyalty is everything, and betrayal has only one price. So, how did this tradition start? The origins are a bit murky, lost in the secretive history of Sicilian secret societies. But its purpose is crystal clear. In an organization built on a strict code of silence, known as omerta, open accusations are rare. You don't just point a finger and yell, "traitor." That would cause chaos and internal conflict. Instead, the Mafia uses ritual and symbolism. The kiss of death is a quiet, cold, and calculated pronouncement of a verdict that has already been decided behind closed doors. It's a piece of theater, a performance of power that reinforces the boss's authority and warns others of the consequences of disloyalty. One of the most famous real-life examples involves Vito Genovese, the boss of the Genovese crime family. In 1957, at the infamous Appalachian meeting, a major summit of mob bosses went disastrously wrong when it was raided by police. Joe Velarsi, a soldier in the family, was later imprisoned. In prison, he believed Genovese suspected him of being an informant. The tension built until one day Genovese allegedly gave Velarsi a kiss on the cheek. For Velarsi, this was not a friendly greeting. He interpreted it as the kiss of death, a sign that he was a marked man. This fear, this belief that his own boss had sentenced him to die, was one of the key factors that pushed Velarsi to do the unthinkable. He broke omerta and became one of the first major government witnesses against the Mafia, revealing their innermost secrets to the world. A single kiss, whether real or perceived, helped bring down an empire. The kiss wasn't just for traitors, though. Sometimes it was a gesture of respect for a formidable enemy who was about to be eliminated. It was a way of saying, you were a worthy opponent, but your time has come. In the brutal logic of the mob, this was a form of honor. It acknowledged the victim's status before their inevitable demise. It was a cold comfort, to be sure, but it speaks volumes about the complex and often contradictory codes that governed this violent world. Of course, Hollywood couldn't resist such a dramatic ritual. The Godfather Part 2 has one of the most iconic scenes in film history. At a New Year's Eve party, Michael Corleone confronts his brother Fredo, whom he knows has betrayed him. He grabs Fredo's head, pulls him close, and says, "I know it was you. Fredo, you broke my heart." Then he gives him a forceful, unforgettable kiss on the lips. In that moment, everyone, including the audience and poor Fredo, understands what that means. Fredo's fate is sealed. The movie perfectly captured the cold, personal, and devastating nature of the kiss of death. It wasn't just business, it was a deeply personal act of judgment. Other films, from the Velasquez Papers to Goodfellas, have also used this powerful symbol to convey the life and death stakes of the criminal underworld. It's a cinematic shorthand for impending doom. The moment a character receives that kiss, the audience knows their time is running out. It's a testament to how deeply this real-life tradition has permeated our cultural understanding of the Mafia. But is the kiss of death still a thing today? As the Mafia has evolved and, in many ways, declined from its mid-20th century peak, its rituals have become less overt. Law enforcement's ability to use wiretaps and surveillance has made such symbolic acts incredibly risky. A kiss caught on camera is a powerful piece of evidence in a conspiracy to commit murder trial. Modern mobsters are more likely to communicate in coded language or through intermediaries than through such a dramatic theatrical gesture. The organization has become more businesslike, more focused on white-collar crime, and less reliant on the old-world traditions of its Sicilian ancestors. The era of grand public displays of power has largely faded. But that doesn't mean the principle behind the kiss is gone. The penalty for betrayal remains the same, even if the method of announcing it has changed. The message is now delivered through a subtle text, a quiet phone call, or simply by having someone disappear. The kiss may be gone, but the cold finality it represented is still very much a part of that world. The kiss of death remains a powerful symbol of a bygone era. It represents a world where honor and violence were intertwined, where loyalty was absolute, and where a simple gesture could hold the power of life and death. It reminds us that behind the romanticized portrayals of the Mafia lies a brutal reality governed by its own dark and deadly traditions. The Boccio della Morte is more than just a piece of history. It's a chilling insight into the psychology of organized crime. A testament to how power, betrayal, and ritual can combine to create a legend that continues to fascinate and terrify us. Thanks so much for hanging out and exploring this dark corner of history with me. If you found this as fascinating as I did, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you want more deep dives into incredible stories, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Stay curious and stay safe.